Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. Happy Monday. It's March 9th, 2009. It looks like stocks are trying to figure out what direction they're going to go. The Dow's up 10, Nasdaq's down 2.99, and S&P is up 3.3 points, so just pretty flat. And you can see that from the open. I just brought up a little 3-minute chart here of the S&P 500, but I wanted to talk about a little bit of news first. Looks like Merck is going to be buying Shearing Plow for $41.1 billion deal, which is incredible. Citigroup is spending $3.5 million to reward Smith Barney brokers. And it looks like billionaire Warren Buffett said the employment rate's going to climb a lot higher. Of course, this is his opinion, but that sort of depends on how effective the nation's policies are. He remains optimistic over the long term. Just some good news here from Yahoo Finance, just ripping through a few of those things. Again, just an uncertain environment. You can see after a bit of a gap down, after this crazy run-up toward the end of the day on Friday, stock gapped down to about 50% of that retracement. Let me just draw this in here. A little bit more than 50% retracement of that, actually. Completely filled that gap, sold off the resistance, and then climbed higher. So that's pretty impressive for it to be able to hold up here now on its high. But again, in context of where it really is, after the sell-off recently, you can see all these resistance areas. There's a decline in 100 MA, back here around the $70 mark as well. So that's kind of what we're fighting into. On a daily chart, that's just a blip in the matrix. So just remember where we are. Let's look at the Dow, see if it's reacting similarly. Yep, almost looks identical. The Nasdaq, a little bit different, but not terribly. And intraday, this guy has sold off a little bit more dramatically than the rest. The Russell, kind of getting chomped up here a little bit more than even the S&P. So the S&P is up slightly. The others are not quite up to par, I would say. So the Dow and S&P up now. Nasdaq's down just a tiny bit, but basically flat. Let's take a look at the tick. Probably fluctuated around 0. Yep, there you go. The trend is very interesting. It's below 1.0 dramatically. So this would suggest, again, that lots of volume is flowing into stocks on the rise, not much volume flowing into stocks on the downside. And finally, the trend Q matches that. All right, it's not dramatic, but it is below 1.0 now. And so there's a little bit more volume flowing into stocks on the rise than on the downside. The VIX is also showing something interesting. A sell-off in the VIX, bit of a rally and then a sell-off again. That's pretty much concurrent with what's going on in the markets. We had the run-up in price, a sell-off in price, and it's kind of chopping around on its high. Good mix between all these. So interesting, again, lots of calls being bought compared to puts. You can zoom in here to get rid of that. Pretty nice to see this as well. So I do see some bullishness in here, at least today, being corroborated by the market internals. But again, I would rather look for relative strength stock than try to trade one of these broad markets right now in an environment where I would say uncertainty is at large. So just some notes, some thoughts. If you guys have any comments, of course, you can post them under my video or any of the other analysts' videos. And again, we'll try to answer those questions as quickly as possible. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great week.